All right, another day, another message. Sebastian Michael Cruz. And today's message, we're going to start by hitting a few direct questions right in a row, rapid fire. So, question for you. Are you tired of hearing, follow your heart, because you don't want to turn into a little love puddle and get nothing done? Are you tired of hearing, follow your bliss, because you don't want to turn into a little softy that only does comfortable things, that only does the things that they want to do and doesn't do the things that they need to do? Another one, are you tired of hearing, follow your passion, because you know that passion alone won't make you money? And in fact, when you think about it, you think of, there's a lot of people that you know that are passionate but broke. Are you tired of hearing, follow your flow, because what does that even mean anyways? And there's a lot of times that you know that your flow would be to go somewhere else and not make the hard decisions that you have to, or have the tough conversations that you have to. And I got another one. Are you tired of hearing, follow your highest excitement? Because you know you wouldn't have achieved half the things you've achieved if you were only doing things that got you excited. If you didn't do the things that you didn't want to do, if you didn't have the discipline to continually do the things that you didn't want to do, you wouldn't have achieved half the things that you've achieved already. So if you've had any of these questions for yourself, the message is for you today. And the greatest spiritual leaders throughout history, no matter the religion, no matter the connotation, all over, have said in some way, shape, or form this type of message. So were they wrong? Well, I'll follow that question up with another question. Were they running large businesses in the modern day world? No, they weren't. So I'm here to share that the core essence of the message is actually true. And not only is it true, it's extremely beneficial for you as an entrepreneur. We'll get to why in a minute. And even though the core is true, the way it's communicated doesn't really land for the modern high-achieving entrepreneur who wants to go build, the modern empire-building entrepreneur. So what's true about it? And we can go really complex with this, but let's just go right down to the core and simplify it. What they're talking about is that every person has the capacity, every person has the seed of their life's greatest work to be expressed into the world. Their life's greatest work is the thing that they're building, the thing that they're doing is an expression of who they were born to be. Recently heard a friend of mine, Tim Wolf, say, it's the way of describing it is when your head, your heart, and your hands are all unified in doing the thing that you were born to do. And everybody's got that path. So this is a way of saying that this is a way of following that path. And the interesting thing here is that our minds are so intelligent and they're not designed to point us in the direction of our life's greatest work. By default, they're not designed that way. In order to do that, we need a different navigational system, and it's the GPS within our chest. It's that feeling here that's separate than here. And as we connect to the GPS in our chest, it starts guiding us to the people and to the things and to the experiences that we need in order to do our life's greatest work. So these spiritual avatars found transcendence in some way, shape, or form and realized that, okay, the purpose of this whole existence here isn't just to do and just caught up in the cycle. It's to pull out of the cycle, realize that we are more than just a body doing things, and that each of us has a specific purpose, and each of us has different talents, different experiences, and each of us are going on different pathways of expressing value into the world that ultimately, when it comes together, will elevate humanity and progress humanity forward. And it's like all of us have different causes that mean the most to us. All of us have different skills. So each of us are like torchbearers that are helping in our own way. When we get our shit together, by the way, when we get our shit together and we're actually doing our life's greatest work, where holding a torch, or sometimes many torches, of serving humanity's progression. And it just so happens that as we're doing that, that is the most fulfilling thing. And the modern way, I believe, is that it's combining all facets of happiness. It's purpose, it's passion, it's profit, it's service. It's all these things coming together. It's freedom. And so as these avatars, even back in the day, expanded out and were able to see all this, it's like, okay, the thing that's in their mind is, how do we guide humanity towards this? How do we give them a structure that they can start looking within in themselves and realizing, oh shit, I've got a real fucking purpose here. And it's not just going to show up on my doorstep. I got to put some fucking work in it. And what else would I do with my life? What else better than doing the thing, serving the way, building what I was designed to build? That's heaven on earth. So they said certain things of like, follow your heart, follow your highest excitement. And I think for a lot of people that can connect, but I just know for myself as an entrepreneur and a lot of people that I speak to, it doesn't quite connect. So simplifying, not even simplifying, just approaching it a different way is that, what's your life's greatest work? That's what you're here to do. That's what you're here to build. And the head isn't necessarily going to get you there. Your mind's very intelligent, and that almost is, that's to a fault. It's like the Achilles heel. Is intelligence so much that it's going to bring you actually away from your life's greatest work. And so if you're in a scenario right now, just be real with yourself. Is your business your life's greatest work right now? And by the way, your life's greatest work is evolving until the day you die. It's always building. So it's not necessarily a thing like, oh, I've just arrived and I'm done. It's like, are you on the path where your passion, your purpose, your profit, your skill sets, the thing that you're best at is all combined and weaved together? Or are you in a position where you are doing, or your business is doing something just for the money? Are you in a position where you started out and it produced value and it produced good things, but it's not really the thing that puts you on fucking fire? It's not the thing that when you're on your deathbed and you've got your last breath about to go from your body and you're going to pass on to whatever's next, and you're like, was my business my life's greatest work? And if it is, then fuck yeah. And if it's not, you're listening to this message for a reason. Because that's what we're here to do. And if you're able to build something that produces value and it's not really fully the extension of your life's greatest work, imagine what you can fucking build when mind, heart, and spirit is all connected and flowing forward. And you've got the universe at your back. Because, you know, people call it many different things. It's like there's this invisible force, whatever you want to call it, whatever higher power, whatever. There's an invisible force that is guiding humanity forward to progress in the grand scheme of things. And when we connect into our life's greatest work, we're tapping into that universal current driving humanity forward. So it's like you got an extra, you got an extra ally supporting you forward. Doesn't mean everything's gonna be easy, but you're going with the current of life rather than against it, just forging off to do something by your own. So that's the message today, is what's your life's greatest work, and follow the GPS in your chest to feel, okay, what are certain projects that just light up the fire right here, and what are certain projects where I just feel flat? I feel like, I just got to get this done. And start following the things that put you on fire right there. You still got responsibilities, obviously. You still got commitments that you're in. Take fucking care of those commitments. I'm not saying just jump out. Take care of those commitments. However, start steering the ship of your life to follow more and more of the things that bring you that fire within. And I'll speak with you soon. Sebastian Michael Cruz. Cheers.